Mini Clubman R55, 2005-14. The Mini Clubman is a subcompact executive car engineered and manufactured by BMW and sold under the Mini mark. The first generation Clubman was introduced in 2007, as a variant of the Mini hatch, hardtop in the US. A commercial version called Clubman was added to the range in 2012. The current second generation model is produced since 2015 and available with front and all-wheel drive. The use of the name Clubman is a departure from Mini tradition. Clubman was originally the name given to the 1970s facelift of the classic Mini, which mostly resulted in a squared-off front end, whereas the classic Mini estates had traditionally been named Traveler or Countryman. However, BMW did not initially purchase the rights to use those names, and so decided to call its larger variant Clubman, a name which it did own rights to. Sketches of a new estate version of the Mini were shown at the 2000 Paris Motor Show, and a rendering of the estate concept, internally named EXT, wore the Clubman name on the license plate. The Clubman started out in development based on the first generation Mini hatch, R50, before changing to the second gen hatch, R53. Identical to the three-door hatchback from the B-Pillar Ford, the Clubman features a length increased by 240 mm, 9.4 in, and 80 mm, 3.1 in, longer wheelbase, increased rear seat legroom and cargo space deeper by 160 mm, 6.3 in, providing an increased 260 liters, 9.2 cubic feet, of space, growing from a total of 680 to 920 liters, 24 to 32 cubic feet, with the rear seats folded. The Clubman model weighs 64 kilograms, 141 pounds, more than its two-door counterpart. The Clubman features access to its cargo space via bi-parting rear doors, known as barn doors or split doors. The passenger doors configuration and split rear cargo doors of the Clubman made it a unique model on the market at the time of release. Also, all Clubman models feature a single backwards opening side door to access the rear seats. The first generation was the first Mini to have suicide doors, but the second generation lacks them. It is marketed singularly as the Club door, and is always located on its right side of the body, irrespective of market. It is much smaller in comparison to the regular driver and passenger side doors. This in turn creates differences between right and left-hand drive markets. In right-hand markets, the steering wheel won't allow the driver's seat from folding as far forward as the passenger seat. This means that left-hand drive markets feature increased access to the rear seat. For right-hand drive markets, including the car's home market, the bi-parting door is located on the road side of the car, requiring rear passengers to exit into the road. The model variants are the same as the hatch, hardtop version, being available in 1, Cooper, Cooper D, Cooper SD, Cooper S and John Cooper Works, JCW, variations. In 2011, the special edition Hampton was unveiled and comprised reef blue metallic paint with a black roof, black leather seats, damson red bonnet stripes and interior detailing and anthracite instruments borrowed from the Mini John Cooper Works. In 2013, the company unveiled the Clubman Bond Street, named after a prestigious shopping destination in the West End of London, featuring exclusive and stylish appointments inside and out. The color combination was midnight black with cool champagne for the roof. 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission and manual transmission selections are identical to those used in the corresponding hatchback models, except for the 66 kilowatts, 90 PS, 89 bhp, 1 diesel which is not offered in the Clubman. The rear suspension setup shares many of the same design features, including the rear trailing arms and the anti-roll bars. In 2011 the Peugeot DV6, Ford DLD 416, engine was replaced with the 1.6 and 2.0 BMW N47 diesels. The 2.0 appeared for the first time in the range for the Cooper SD versions. The Clubman comes with 6 airbags, stability control, brake assist driving and electronic brake force distribution. The cargo area of the first generation Clubman received mixed reviews. Although it was far bigger than the mini hatch, most critics still believe that it was too small in comparison to one of its main competitors, the Volkswagen Jetta Sportwagen. Many complaints were also cited about the trunk. The majority of the car behind the B-pillar was said to have created much road noise, especially at high speeds. Also, the rear seats did not fold flat with the load floor of the trunk. Critics also said that the storage package, which included options such as a 12 volts power outlet, perimeter lighting, and nets, should have been a standard option on the vehicle. The light commercial, panel van version of the Clubman was first shown to the public in June 2012, called the Clubman. Initially shown as a concept car at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show, a pre-production version was shown at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Sales in the US began in early calendar 2013, but it was withdrawn in July with only 50 units sold, the chicken tax having made it more expensive than a Clubman passenger wagon.